Hey guys, and welcome to the Natty Blueprint podcast. This is episode 63. We hope everyone has had a good week, a little bit over than a week from our last episode. Difficult to arrange times at the moment, mate. We're both very, very busy. But
Yes.
Denny, how you been, mate? How's your week?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Just the same old stuff. Obviously, if anyone's, well, this would be technically an exclusive for the podcast, but I actually fully shaved my head today, so I don't know if anyone can see. If you're a listener, you won't obviously see this, but just head to the Instagram. I've got an inverted tattoo on my forehead at the moment. I'm not going to take the hat off on this, but I've got a bad tan line. So anyone that knows, I'm a fellow balding brother. I don't think Max knows what that feels like. He's got a pretty solid
Getting there.
head of hair. None on his chin, mind, but I would probably prefer his over mine. So,
Mate,
um, yeah,
this is
I
terrible.
fully sculled my head today. Like, not even just like a grade one. I went full skin fade to the head. So I'm now shiny dome gang. That is me. That's about the only update, to be honest. It's been quite a chilled week, chill weekend, eating out, enjoying the weather, getting injured again. Yeah, my left shoulder's now busted. So the same thing that I did with my right shoulder is now on my left shoulder. So I'm all kinds of wonky. So yeah, training's all over the place.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
just always injured. It's doing my head in.
How's
Like
your back?
back's okay. Like RDLs are feeling pretty good at the minute. Like I can get away with those. I seem to be progressing them every week. Still can't pull off the floor. I think I'm just getting old, bro. Like genuinely, I'm just getting old. It's terrible.
Blame it on the
Um,
age.
but yeah, like I think for me, I probably need to restructure things a little bit, have a little look at what I'm training, and not even the training side of it. Probably have a little look at some preventative stuff because I do. I'm not even gonna lie, I get really lazy with it. Like I'll start doing some of the physio work or stuff that I just know I'm supposed to be doing, and then it sort of falls to the wayside, or I just tag it along on the end and it's not a priority and it's starting to show in my body, which is less than ideal. But so yeah, lower back's not the best, but I can hinge 170 pretty comfortably now. Nowhere near what I was. I think the most I ever got was like 207 for six. So I got a fair chunk of catching up to do. Yeah, my left shoulder's pretty toast at the moment, so I can't do any. I can press, I just can't do any fly movements or rear delt movements. So that's sound. But yeah, other than that, all good. How are things with you, Mr. Max?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. I'm not injured, which is nice.
Lovely.
Um, But no, it's been a good week. Training's been going very well. It's the kind of the same thing in the off season. I'm even getting into like a little bit of like a trap with my content as well at the moment
Oh
on
dear.
like what I want to post because I'm like I want to post my training and I made like a little bit of a story about it the other day. But I want to post my training because obviously that's the process and that's what I love and enjoy. But then
Yeah.
I'm also like fucking hell. A lot of my Instagram is just training, and I try and add context or add a little bit of like
Yeah.
something to it. But then I'm also I love that side of it. So I was on a bit of like a I'm in an iron with it, but I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. Not
Yeah. I mean, especially with what works as well, a lot of people fall into the trap of changing their training, especially when they're filming it to suit Instagram,
yeah,
whereas it doesn't need to change. So you're kind of like in a vicious cycle of the process isn't changing, but you want to change your content, but it's
yeah,
not going to change because the process isn't changing. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's tough.
It's difficult because then it's like even with YouTube as well, making videos. And I'm like, well, I'm literally showing the bodybuilding process, right? Which is the same thing, the monotonous thing daily, which
Yeah.
I love to do. But then I'm also like, do people like watching this type of
Yeah,
stuff? So
people tune into it, especially like through different phases of where they're at as well. I remember when I was in prep, I was like heavily into just even things that I now probably don't watch, but whilst I was in prep or a certain time, like I'd watch like Day in the Life or
yeah,
All Days of Eating, maybe a little bit kind of food focused on some of those, but like people do watch that sort of stuff, and obviously to us that do it, depending on to what degree, we're just gonna find it as oh, it's just my day, but other people will tune in. I'm sure you probably have times when you're not stuck on Instagram, but like on Instagram, just technically mindlessly watching someone, but
mm,
they will be doing the same thing to you. So
yeah,
just post
literally.
what you want to post.
Yeah, literally. And well, that's why I was kind of like, I'm in an iron about the other day because I actually posted a physique update. I don't know if you saw that, but
Hmm.
very rarely post a physique update. And I literally think to myself, like, I pose like near enough after maybe every session, maybe not lower because I'm pretty toast by that point, but
Yeah,
and I take shots, do all of that stuff, and I'm like, I never post them or anything
yeah,
because I got in this kind of mindset, which I'm still in now, to be fair, where it's like a lot of my enjoyment comes from my training rather than looking at my physique or anything like
yeah.
that. So, and I'm like, what was the best part of going in that gym? Taking my photos or my training? And I'm like, well, obviously my training.
Yeah, it's funny you
Um,
say that. I had a conversation with someone today about the exact same thing. It was
yeah,
like, why do you never wear certain clothes to like show off your physique? I was like, because yeah, it's nice to look a certain way, but I actually enjoy the training more than I do how I look,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
strange.
It's well for me, my physique improves as a byproduct for my love for training.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, it just got in a bit of like a cycle with it, and I was like, nah, fuck it. Like I remember why I started my Instagram, and it was literally to document my process, and that was before I was even a coach. And
Yeah, and that
now,
includes your physique as well. So
yeah, so I'm just like post whatever the fuck I want. And I remember last off season I went down this road as well, so I was like very glad that I kind of nipped it in the bud very quick.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I felt myself starting to slip down that road a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that. So
Do you
stay
think
on.
that kind of stems from just being in an off season? Because obviously, when you're in a diet or a prep situation, we all do it. We all post our physique a lot more because it looks better on
Yeah.
paper. And obviously, for certain people, it takes a little bit more time to kind of adapt, I guess, mentally to show the world again.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously, I guess maybe that took you not as long as last time because you said you went through maybe your whole off season not really posting much.
Yeah,
But now you're
yeah,
probably halfway through and you're like, oh, do you know what? Let's stop,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it took me a little bit of an adjustment process, especially with the way like my body kind of rebounded at prep.
Yeah,
Like I got like this weird kind of puffy upper body, and my lower body was still pretty lean, and I was holding
yeah,
on to glute lines for a couple of months after prep, and it just looked all a bit weird, like a bit odd. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to post this.
yeah,
But now I've kind of been sitting around this body weight for a good few weeks. And I looked at myself and I was like, do you know what? I don't look terrible.
yeah,
So, and I'm my own worst critic as well. Like I'll literally look at my physique and just rip it apart. Like I was speaking to Louis the other day, and he was saying about a physique shot that I put on my story like a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, I thought you looked really good, and I was like, no, no,
yeah. It's mad how the internal kind of dictates how we feel. Like, let's just, it's not actually going to offend anyone because it's not actually aimed at anyone, but like, let's just say on paper someone's got a worse physique than me and you. We will look at that and we will never go, oh, that looks bad. It's
yeah,
just that person's got X, Y physique. But then when it's ourselves, we're like, no, I can't post that. It looks absolutely terrible.
yeah,
When
just
other
pick it
people
apart.
probably look at us and be like, oh, I wish I had that body part, or the whole package sort of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes you've got to like remove yourself a little bit and kind of look a little bit externally to why you're not posting something. And it's
yeah.
just,
It's not that deep at the
yeah,
end of the
it's
day.
really not,
Well,
but we make it deep.
yeah, no, like, I was even looking. I was like, "Fucking hell, I've done like over 1,000 posts on Instagram."
Yeah,
But I mean, like that's maybe closing on 10 years.
yeah,
Like,
that's some
yeah,
doing.
that is I'm doing. I'm just completely like logging my whole journey, which is pretty cool. But then I'm also like, fucking hell, it's a lot of posts.
Yeah, it's quite weird as well. Like there's certain people that will post more, post less, but we are quite literally documenting our
Yeah,
entire life on Instagram for
yeah.
no reason, really.
Social media, innit?
Yeah, it is a weird old trap.
It is a weird old trap. I mean, I think we've spoke about this before, but like I noticed with you, you've since like obviously the old
Tiring.
situation and retiring and semi-retiring. I don't think you're fully retired,
No,
um,
just retarded.
but I think that you've taken a bit of a step back from it with the social. I think you said this on a podcast as well. Like you just completely like just put your phone down a lot now and not even
Yeah,
fall into the trap of it. But I think when you're obviously pursuing physique goals and then actively pushing coaching and stuff as well, it's like
it becomes
it becomes a big like it's work at the end of the day. Like social
it is
media
your
is
life as
work.
well. Like it's
Yeah,
exactly what well, probably your phone is like, but it becomes an attachment to your body because one, it's for your enjoyment. Instagram, YouTube, like just any kind of stuff that you actually enjoy. And then you've got the work side of it, which is your clients, and then you've also got the Instagram part of it, which is the enjoyment and the work tied into one. So it just becomes all consuming all the time. So I wouldn't say it's conscious for me, but like I maybe it is conscious. Like I definitely do just kind of really switch off from my phone, especially if I'm like being around certain people. I just want to be a bit more present, like
Yeah.
because there are plenty of times I guarantee I used to be terrible for it, but I would just zone into my phone, not ignore people, but like I just wouldn't really be listening.
Yeah.
It annoys me when other people do it, and I was also doing it, so I kind of made that switch, and it's quite nice to just not always be on your phone because like I might go out for a walk, might take my phone with me, but it's on do not disturb, and I've just got music on, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like as soon as my phone goes off and it's a client, it's like, okay, this
Got to
work to be
respond.
done there. You got
Yeah,
to obviously respond and
yeah,
stuff. But no, it's I think in an evening as well for me, it's nice to just like I I basically put my phone down, put it on the side. If I know a client's going to message me or I know something's going to come through, then obviously it's there.
yeah,
But I do actively just like try and stay off social media at that point in time.
yeah,
Especially if like me and Kate are watching something, like it's actually nice to just sit down and watch something and not be
yeah.
on your
Exactly, and
phone.
actually, like as much as you are just watching another screen, you're actually both doing it together and not
Yeah,
just on your phones or whatever. But it's kind of the world we live in now, isn't it? Like
it
everyone's
is.
at
Yeah,
home, so as much as we moan about it, it's just life now. So
yeah. I mean, like it's just part of the process, I suppose. Especially with the being like
yeah,
pushing your coaching and everything like that. It's just literally part of that process of,
yeah,
no one would know who you are if you didn't have any social media. Like
exactly,
you'd
yeah,
have no social proof. No one would build any trust with you. They wouldn't
yep,
know anything. So it's like,
yeah.
well, you kind of got to do it. It's part of the parcel at the end of the day.
So when people say coaching is easy, it's
It's
actually
not.
not. It's very
It's not.
mentally, like physically, I will say it's easy. Like you're not gonna wake up absolutely battered because you've been on your phone all day. Like you're
No.
just gonna be mentally fatigued because you're always not on edge, but like always at everyone's call. And obviously, it is a choice. This is not me moaning, and this is not Max moaning either. I'm going to speak for him there, but that's part of the job. Like, it is just mentally taxing. And then obviously, different jobs are taxing in other ways. And
Yeah.
they make you old very quickly, like the job I'm currently doing.
Yeah. It's a lot. I mean, like at the moment as well, I've got two clients checking in daily
Yeah,
because they're coming up to their shows, and it's yeah, like even that is just like in the morning. It's like my first priority is like, okay, get
yeah,
back to them, and then you start. You're working from 6 a.m. and then they're sending you post workout shots or whatever, and then obviously you got other people, other clients and stuff as well. But
yeah,
obviously in the morning when you're doing those daily check-ins, and we've spoke about it before when you were doing your dailies and stuff, it's the first thing that I'm pretty much doing in the morning
yeah,
is looking at my phone, setting up their plan of action for the day, and then they're off to it. And then I'm like, okay, cool, they're sorted now.
yeah.
'Cause I
And
couldn't imagine them like sitting around for hours waiting for a response on what to do for that day.
yeah, like it was bad enough, like, and this is nothing on you, it's more so me and probably other people waking up early. If I'm waking up earlier than you and I've messaged you, it's not because I'm like, you need to wake up, it's just like, imagine sending a message at a normal time and then having to wait till midday. Like,
Yeah,
that's just not on. Obviously, when a client's waking up at 4 a.m., I don't think anyone should expect the coach to respond within minutes at 4 a.m. Like, it's just part of it, especially
yeah.
in prep
I
sometimes.
mean, the only client I've got who's Will's waking up at like 3:30 in the morning sometimes, and he's checking in at like 4. And I do just say to him, I'm like, look, just run your normal baseline, and then
And
I'll
so I
I'll
say
get to
otherwise, yeah.
yeah, I'll get to you as soon as I can. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, bro, 3:30, 4 o'clock, that's that's out of hours.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
Like, I remember waking up quite early, maybe like 4 or 5, but before 4 o'clock, absolutely not.
yeah.
Like,
Well, this is just for work, so he has to get to
oh
work at
God.
that early. So it's like he's obviously got to check in for the day, and then
Well, I
yeah,
hope he's going to bed at like 6 p.m.
yeah. Well, he's at that point in prep now where sleep's starting to take a bit of a hit.
Yeah. That's what
But
I
yeah,
used to not love about prep, but like being genuinely excited to get into bed and not do anything. Whether I'd get any sleep that night, but like be like, oh, I'm actually exhausted. Let's get into bed.
yeah, yeah. It's to be fair, at the moment, like I've never had like this much kind of like consistent sleep for a long period of time. And I even
Yeah,
posted a thing on my story yesterday about just the simple stuff that I've been doing is really, really worked out. And my routine hasn't changed from prep. So
yeah,
I literally go to bed at 9 p.m. every night. I wake up at the same time every single morning. And even now, I'm getting in a position where I'm waking up before my alarm and I actually
yeah,
feel fresh and ready to go for the day.
yeah,
And it's a good thing to have, like just keeping that routine in place,
yeah.
just not
Like,
allow it to fall.
it doesn't even need to be that strict either. Like, there's a lot of mornings I'm waking up at like 4:30, 4:45. I wouldn't say I don't struggle, but I still get up. But having like minimum kind of barriers of when you go to sleep
Yeah,
up is important. Like, you're not always going to go to bed at 9 p.m. Maybe you've got a social or something. Like,
yeah,
okay to have that variance, but setting some non-negotiables with like you're never going to stay up past really, really late unless it's needed, I think is good because a lot of people will have absolutely zero routine with their sleep and then wonder why they can't get to sleep or can't wake up much in the morning because one night they're going to bed at 1 a.m. The next night it's, I don't know, an early start. Like it's just all over the place. So just try and have some sort of kind of rhythm with it, I guess. Doesn't
yeah,
have to be solidified because obviously everyone's work schedule is slightly different as well. If you're a shift worker, like you can't change it, but try and have some sort of, or even like setups for the day. So if you know you're going to be getting up really, really early because of a shift, have like, okay, well, make sure I'm getting the next night X amount of hours sleep. So say to yourself, I'm going to go to bed at this time just to set yourself up well for the following day.
yeah,
It's just going to be chaos,
yeah,
especially if you're like Will and waking up at 3:30. You need to be going to bed because you ain't getting any sleep otherwise.
yeah. It's even just having the same kind of pre-sleep rituals as
Yeah,
well. I think that works really, really well, especially for people who have got shift workers. Like I think we spoke about before, like having micro routines, but
yeah,
still having the kind of the same ritual for going to bed process. So you're actually kind of telling your body to calm down, unwind, and fall asleep. That really works. So for me, it's like a case of me and Kate will watch something most nights. I'll put my blue light blockers on. I'll have a nose strip on,
yeah,
and like within an hour, I'm feeling pretty drowsy and ready for bed anyway.
yeah,
And I think what you touched on there as well was like having the routine. It doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be like solidified every single day if you
yeah,
do have a social thing. But the main thing is, I think what happens with people is they have one day and then that turns into two, and then that routine starts to degrade in a way,
yeah. And then you
and
end
then
up
it's
shifting the hours forward
yeah,
way too much. Yeah,
yeah, just get
or
straight
like
back in
balance
there.
between the barrier, like in
Yeah,
a sensible way, and not just have no, I guess, no boundary to it, because then you are just going to be all over the place.
yeah, yeah. I remember like in my previous off seasons, my it did slip, like my routine did slip, and I'd wake up on weekends and I'd be like, oh, I'll give myself an extra couple hours in bed or whatever. And there was
Yeah,
no need because I was still getting 8 hours every night
yeah,
anyway during the week. But I was like, oh, I'll give myself a lie in, or we'll watch an extra couple episodes and I wouldn't go to bed till 11 rather than when I probably should have gone to bed. And
yeah,
then you wake up later and it puts you behind for the day. And then it's kind of like an ongoing
yeah.
cycle.
And
Um,
if you think about it logically, and it's sometimes hard to think of it like this, you're still getting the same amount of sleep anyway. So just go to bed early and wake up early. You're going to
yeah,
be more productive as opposed to going to bed later and then still having your 8 hours sleep.
yeah,
Same amount of sleep, just it's the same amount of time in the day. Just I guarantee you'll be way more productive if you get up early in the morning as opposed to lying in. Because
yeah.
one, there will be that guilt of, oh my God, I've wasted a day. And then there's also, I don't know, there's something about just waking up early. You just get more shit done.
Yeah, I think as well, like, are you being productive at that
Yeah.
point in time in the evening? Like, if you're just literally watching a couple more episodes, like, don't get me wrong, I get pulled into episodes and series,
Yeah.
like Denny does with Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
But, it gets to a point where I'm like, is this productive or should I just go to bed and it makes tomorrow a little bit more productive?
Yeah.
And even like with me on weekends now, like I wouldn't be able to do all the work that I do on weekends if I let my routine slip now because I have to be literally at my laptop for 6:30.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
I want to do that, train, do more check-ins when I get back, and then
Yeah.
actually have an afternoon slash evening with Kate, it's
It's
like
bad. Yeah.
I would not have that unless I had that routine. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit like me with my like physical output. I will purposely tone down as much as I can over the weekends. Otherwise, I'm just cooked going into
yeah,
Monday. So yeah, Monday to Friday is full on. And then usually come Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, I just slow right down and just try and relax. Because again, I'd probably be in an even worse spot in terms of like training injuries, things like that, and physique wise. If I just didn't do that, it's all well and good, but oh yeah, I'm just gonna smash through training all week and do loads of steps. Like, it's just not happening. So even in, I wouldn't even call mine an off season in a minute. Mine's just like an off season. Yeah. Like you still need to listen to your body a little bit and just be a little bit more sensible.
Yeah. Speaking of that, what is your goals now then? What are they? What's the
My
plans
goals
moving forward?
are to maintain the physique that I have. In terms of, I just kind of give a brief rundown of what I'm currently doing. So I'm tracking protein. Nothing else is being tracked, really.
So
So as
just
long
like
as I'm hitting
protein
my,
calories or
yeah,
just protein?
just literally just protein. Like my meals are almost identical every single day. Like I'm still prepping my meals. Um, I haven't tracked them for a little bit, but it's oats in the morning, mince and rice, mince potatoes, and then a few bits in between. As long as I'm hitting my 210 grams of protein, I've sort of succeeded for the day. That's kind of me. My steps are always in a good spot, and yeah, the goal is, and it's kind of been happening probably a bit too smoothly. Like I'm holding 178 pounds weekly average without kind of need, and I don't want to go into the like, how can I put it, like intuitive eating, because at the end of the day, it's not intuitive. It's because I know what I'm doing. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, I'm not just guessing. It's because I'm eating the same shit. So it's not intuitive. I guess it kind of is at the same time.
Yeah.
But like, it's because I've done it for so long as well. Like, I just know roughly what to eat. And let's just say my weight spikes up over 180 pounds, and I'll probably enjoy myself over the weekend, and I'll just continue to do what I do because it just tends to do this.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for God knows how many weeks. So yeah, the main thing is just maintain for a little bit. I'll probably get to the end of April, and then look to start tracking again. And I'll probably just diet down a little bit, just see how I get on, really. And
No,
that'll
no
be it. And
carbs
then
or
there'll be
carbs.
no carbs for marbs. Yeah,
Like that.
I'll be shredded.
I'm gonna be the fattest one there, bro. Everyone's gonna diet for it. Kate's dying.
Yeah,
Molly's
Molly's
dying.
dieting. She's got a photo shoot just before as well, so she's going to be pretty locked in, and that will help me as well because like at the minute we're both enjoying life, like having a bit of fun over the weekends. And when she locks in, that'll probably be me. But okay, I've got to up my game now. So
Yeah.
yeah, which is good, and it's how it should be. And there's literally the conversation I had with someone today. There was, oh, my partner's just started up with a coach. Like, oh, I used to be into the gym, and I said to him, I was like, if you're unsure, like probably do get a coach. And I didn't even like plug anyone. I literally just said, look, do what you want to do at the moment. I guarantee you, as soon as your partner starts kind of getting into it, because they're quite close anyway, you will consciously or subconsciously start mirroring her behaviors, whether
Yeah.
it's going out for a walk or eating the meals that she's eating. And then I said, I guarantee probably at some point you will sign up with a coach because she is as well. And it's usually how it works. You see it a lot. A lot of the times partners tend to kind of be roughly on the same scope, especially if
Yeah.
one's very, very into it. And I literally said to him, I was like, don't stress it too much. You'll probably just look better just because your partner's looking better, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. But it's habits, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
just kind of the reflection of habits of one
yeah,
person to another person, right? Like,
yeah,
we don't have crappy food in the house all the time, and it's like
yeah,
Kate's not a bodybuilder. Like she goes to the
yeah,
gym, she watches what she eats, but we don't have all that stuff in the
yeah.
house.
But that
So
behaviour probably like mirrored off you a little bit, and obviously just with the people that you surround yourself with, you both got similar interests, so it's gonna naturally happen anyway.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Right. What else has been happening?
Has anything been happening in bodybuilding world?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
There's been a few shows and stuff.
anything
What's
of
that?
note. I can't say I've really caught up with many or any. Um,
There was FIBO. I know that. I know Jack Eagles competed. I didn't
yeah,
actually. I didn't. I don't think I've actually seen
become
anything.
fifth.
No, that was the show before. I think he placed like 11th at FIBO.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I'm not really too updated with that situation, so
yeah, me
I
neither.
won't fire my insight on that because I don't need to. What
Yeah.
about football? Let's talk about
Oh
football,
man,
bro.
I told you it would happen as well. Like everyone's slating Arsenal fans. I would like to think I'm one of those Arsenal fans that's just not delusional or hasn't been delusional with probably some things. I'm sure you'll disagree with some as well.
You
Um,
said Saka was better than Palmer.
he is. He just is.
He is right now, and Saka's not even on the pitch.
Exactly. But yeah, like Arsenal, what is going on? We went from I don't think we was even in the scope of getting going for the quadruple. Like it just wasn't. No, I don't think any team's ever done it, and it wasn't definitely going to be Arsenal would be the first team to do it. And then we bottled one. Now it looks like we bottled the last. I've just lost hope. I'm pretty sure we need to win all of our games.
Yeah. Well, City have got a game in hand, which I
Yep.
believe they play
And I
tomorrow.
want to say goal difference isn't that
It's
far
one.
between either.
You've got one goal.
Exactly. So if we lose a single game, and I think we got Newcastle, West Ham. Who else have we got? There's 4 more games,
I
isn't it?
think you've got a better run than
Yeah, we've
City.
got on paper we've got an easy run, but the last 3 weeks of football have been pretty terrible. So
The thing is, if City win all their games and they beat I can't remember who they're playing tomorrow, but if they beat them like 1-0, they're level on goal difference with you.
yeah,
So it could be a good end to the season, mate. What a
yeah.
season would it be as well?
They're playing Burnley. They're not going to lose that.
It'll be like it'll be like 1-2-0 though.
Yeah,
Burnley low block.
I'm just not looking forward to it. But it's kind of exactly what I thought would happen anyway. Like we just didn't look convincing at any point, and I always knew it's probably going to come to the last game of the league for it to be
Yeah.
decided. It'll be like, oh, are Arsenal going to score a goal because it's joint on absolutely everything but goal difference. So yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if we bottle it at this point. Like it's more likely that we bottle it than we don't now.
I've got a question for you then.
Go on.
Actually, no, I've got 2 questions. First one, if you don't win anything this season, are you Arteta out?
I really like him, but yeah,
Because he
we've got.
hasn't. He's done a lot.
Yeah, he's made us a great team over the last few, and we've got better every single season without fail. And we're at the point where we're the best we've ever been in a very, very, very long time, and that's because of his ideologies and obviously people behind the scenes as well. But we need some some
You
medals,
should
bro.
have some silverware.
We
Yeah.
need some medals, bro. But then at the same time, it happens with every other top team as well. Chelsea, Tottenham, United. Maybe not Man City because I haven't gone through that yet, but I guarantee when Pep goes, there will be this wobbly time of turn.
Yeah.
It happens, and I don't really want to experience that. So is it just keep trusting him and eventually we'll get something, or do we let someone else take over the squad that we currently have, bring something new in, and then we just start running the floor with it? But I just don't think we've got that in us at
Mm.
all. Even with, let's just say we have whoever on paper is the best manager for us, I just don't think it's going to be like, oh my God, Arsenal are just absolutely flying through everyone and we're going to win everything. Like, it's just never going to happen. We're just not that team.
All right. Second question.
Yeah,
Okay. Being where the Premier League is right now,
yeah,
with all the teams that are dropping off,
yeah,
like everyone's shit apart from like City been shit majority of the season.
yep.
If Arsene Wenger was still in charge of Arsenal, do you think he would have had a trophy by now?
No,
Really? Oh, I don't know. If he
no,
was at the wheel in this
no,
season,
because I feel like Arsene Wenger was very, very good at bringing an average team to compete with the best teams. At the
didn't
minute,
he have your invincible season?
yeah, but how long did that last? On paper, we didn't actually have the best team.
Mm.
We've got a very, very good team now, and the team is probably carrying the manager a bit more, but the manager's also great at that team, so you can kind of argue both ends of it. Whereas Arsene Wenger was very good at keeping an average team just there. So I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe if he had the team that we currently have, then I don't know. It's hard because I don't think he would manage it the same way that Arteta does, because Arteta is very, very ruthless. Whereas I feel like Arsene Wenger, again, we're going back some years, especially in his prime. I was a lot younger, so I feel like he was a bit more compassionate and a bit more kind of slow with everything and listen to the players. But
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
well, could be worse. Could be a Chelsea fan and not winning 4 games.
We could be Tottenham, and that
Or
would
he
be
could be Tottenham. Oh,
yeah.
mate, I feel for Will. Imagine being balls deep in prep and fighting
And
relegation.
they're actually in the relegation zone now. I didn't realise that.
Mm. By like 2 points, I think.
Yeah, 2 points. So they're two below West Ham. And then there's a bit of a jump after that. So it's not looking good for them.
Do you know what I want to happen this season?
Go on.
First of all, Arsenal bottle the league. That would be brilliant. Secondly, second to last game of the season, it's Chelsea Tottenham. I want Tottenham to have 3 points by the end of that game. And I want Chelsea to be the team that relegate Tottenham.
Yes. That
Because
day,
if we do
I'm a
that,
Chelsea fan.
if we do that, it doesn't matter how our season went, because we can literally say, one, we're champions of the world, because we are,
And we
and
relegate
two, we relegated Spurs.
Spurs.
I'm
We
brilliant
like
with that
we
pick.
like each other when it comes to football when that happens.
Yeah, true. Very, very true.
But yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? I'm trying to think of what's been going on this past week.
Have you?
Lisa got loads of steroid accusations. That's
I
quite
did see
funny.
that. Yeah, it come up on mine. Even through my explore page, it come up, and the comments were just absolutely wild. So,
Yeah,
which is to anyone, any natural, is just a compliment in my eyes,
yeah,
and it's
I,
even more of a compliment to you.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I didn't like about it is one, it came from men, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sit right with me because I couldn't imagine going on a female's page and commenting something about their physique. It just wouldn't sit right with me at all, or I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Um, Two, then people literally giving her abuse for being a liar. That's not right. And then people also commenting on her appearance and what they thought when she looked better and stuff like that. And I just think
yeah. There's no need for it.
it's
The thing
just
is, it always like we are men, but
yeah,
we're not. I like to think that we're not those sort of men, and it always comes from men talking to females about appearance, especially in the gym. Like, oh, you shouldn't do this because it makes you look this. It's like just I don't understand someone's need to sit on their phone, probably in a dark room, and just comment on a stranger's
yeah,
post at all.
yeah. It's just wrong. Like as a man, like you can't imagine trying to bring down a woman who's
Yeah,
doing very, very well. Like
yeah,
she works hard and people don't understand that. It's hard for people to wrap their head around hard work
yeah,
sometimes, isn't it?
yeah. It just screams a little bit of insecurity and just I don't know what else. Like, why are you doing that? And
Oh,
especially someone you don't know, but then I guess those same people wouldn't say it if they knew someone like that as well.
yeah.
They're gonna say it to their face, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I got involved in the comments mainly because I was like, oh, it's just going to drive more interaction with this
Yeah.
post, and I was just winding people up. But yeah, then I started getting abuse. I was like, this is brilliant.
Oh no.
Yeah, got called a melted candle. I was like, legend. That's such a good insult.
Oh, but the thing is, like, especially with Instagram and probably TikTok as well, when something not necessarily goes viral but starts gaining a little bit of traction, it just pulls every kind of demographic out of the woodwork to the
Yeah,
point where you're gonna get some sort of negative comment. And
yeah,
unfortunately, when you put your body and the things that you do online, it's happened to me a couple of times. You're gonna get the odd hate comment, but
yeah.
who cares?
TikTok's the brutal one.
Yeah, I can
Like,
imagine.
I stopped even posting a lot on TikTok because I was like, fuck this, just getting abuse all the time.
You'll end up on one of those where they're like doing a voiceover, like, and they've screen grabbed your video,
Oh, mate.
and you'll
That,
be
do you know
like,
what? That is one thing I was thinking about today to talk about on the podcast. Can we just quit reaction videos?
yeah,
Like, please, can we just get rid of them? I just, I saw one yesterday, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was about Loz getting annoyed because there's two girls sat on a leg, like they're basically in between sets, like on their phone
yeah,
on a leg press, and they've been there a while, and then Loz has got like frustrated over that.
yeah,
And then some guys like grabbed this clip and then made like a reaction video to it, basically saying like, "Hey, people can go on their phones in between sets, and this person's like completely wrong for being this kind of like frustrated." And I'm like,
yeah,
no, that is frustrating.
yeah. And then why is that person then felt need who probably doesn't even know Loz or the girls to then
Yeah,
feel like it needs to be made into content to hate on one person when
that's
they
what I mean.
probably it's got nothing to do with that person either.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't think reaction videos are bad if someone is come out with outrageous content
Yeah, and you're
and
being
it's
called out on bullshit basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
being called out on bullshit, misinformation. Maybe they need to be called out for certain reasons. That, and yeah, cool, like do it. But I think these bullshit like reaction videos, it's just like a constant one up game. Like I'm gonna
yeah,
try and one up you because I've noticed this small little thing about you that I don't like, so I'm gonna one up you on it
yeah.
and
And
expose
it's
it to
just
the
a way
world.
of trying to gain just it's like rage bait because you're
Yeah,
waiting for the other person who you've aimed at to sort of bite back a little bit. Then it becomes this back and forth. Then you've got both people's followers kind of in the comments. And then before you know it, you're like, sweet, I've gained loads of followers out of it. And that's all it's for.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
know,
literally,
but it's crazy. It's like that reaction video of that guy. Do you remember Keith? He was deadlifting and he was just saying about his mindset. Did you watch
yeah,
that? And then
yeah,
this fucking Ibiza Roy boy comes on and says,
yeah.
"You don't need to bring your mind to that place to." And I'm like, "You can't even lift anywhere close to that
Yeah.
load,
And like,
bro." Like,
why does it bother you that much to the point where you need to make a video on it? If
yeah,
it
I know.
bothers you, fair enough. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of things that I do that bother people, and there's probably plenty of things that people do that bother me. I'm not then gonna put my tripod up and then complain about it. Although I guess I'm kind of complaining about it now, but
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
this is a podcast. We can talk about whatever the fuck we
yeah,
want. It's our podcast, bro.
exactly. We can do what we want, but yeah, like it is because then it becomes this thing of like the people watching it are then just mindlessly involved in it as well, and it's just
Yeah,
more mind-numbing content for
yeah.
everyone to watch. Which I get it. There's a time and place for that, but if all of your content on your Instagram feed's looking like that, you've got problems.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's sad as well because it usually comes from. I think we discussed this last week about how people who don't take their training as serious always bash people who take their training a little bit more serious.
Yeah,
And
it
I
doesn't
actually,
work the other way. Yeah,
yeah, I've actually got a. So it's funny we said this. So I put the podcast. I think it was live like last Monday or something like that. I trained legs on the Wednesday, and I was on the leg press, on the hip press, and I made a bit of noise towards the last couple of reps.
yep,
Took my headphones off. Someone's mocking me for grunting. And I remember I said it on the podcast as well. I was like, I haven't had it in a few years, but
yeah.
I literally happened a few days after, and I was like,
Man, I
what the
would
fuck?
send some objects their way.
Yeah, I was just like, are we
Heavyweight.
actually in this position? Yeah, I was like, are we actually in this position where I'm getting mocked for training hard?
Yeah. Now imagine if like that didn't happen and you watched them train, and let's just say that they weren't training very hard, and you actively went out of your way to mock them.
I know.
Like,
I'd
it's
be
just
banned
not
from the gym, wouldn't I? Like,
exactly. It's okay for it to work. Yeah, it annoys me. It really
it's
annoys me.
it's just like, and I generally, I don't want to sound big headed, but I really feel like going over to these people and just be like, do one rep. Like, come over here and do one rep,
Sometimes you need to do that though.
and
Like,
then you can mock me.
yeah, like it's. I don't think it's. Sometimes it's better to sort of rise above that sort of thing and not even kind of give them the attention.
Yeah,
But sometimes it's also like, no, you need putting in your place just a little bit, even if it's just for my own ego. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I just literally looked at him and laughed, but I was like, that in my head when I left the gym, I was like, that was actually really pathetic.
yeah. Well, you're probably a little bit more mature than I am because I probably would have done something or said something like back to him.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I don't know. Like, it's literally the last like 2 reps, 3 reps. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not getting in the leg press, fucking screaming my head off, and then
yeah.
doing it every rep. It's literally the last couple of reps because I physically have to do it to get my air out.
Otherwise, it's not happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I just yeah. I sometimes feel like saying, just come over
Which,
here and
like,
try and destroy.
especially in our gym, it even more so doesn't make sense because our gym is very bodybuilding heavy. It's very competitor heavy. I'd understand it a bit more in a pure gym because it's just general public.
Yeah,
Whilst yes, there is general public that go to our gym, everyone's doing what we do. We're
yeah,
making noise, we're clanging weights around, hopefully respectfully, but like just crack on, just get on with it. Like you
yeah,
don't need to snigger or laugh or poke fun at other people for doing something that you see as just not okay. Like just crack on with it.
yeah,
I don't laugh at someone deadlifting one plate because they're only deadlifting one plate. I could only deadlift one plate once upon a time,
yeah,
but guess what? I'm not going to laugh about it.
yeah. It's crazy, but yeah,
Crazy.
that happened anyway. Should we
Yeah.
crack on with some questions?
Yeah. We got loads this week, guys.
Denny's got more than me this week.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It has to be done.
Let's have a look. Well, everyone's liking my bald head apparently, which is good.
Um,
I got 4. So also just going to shout out Rosh. I did thank him in person. I also got a care package. It might have been
did he?
because I mentioned it in the podcast, but I did get a care package.
So did I, bro. Did you see my really in-depth reviews of the
Yeah,
care
I've
package?
had one so far, but yeah, to review. But it was. Have you got a favourite? Just
Um,
if you've tried them all.
I have tried them all. Fuck, Which one was the good one?
So
There was
just
one
go on.
churro one. That one was good.
I might give that a go tomorrow.
And the chocolate one was okay. But the rest were pretty meh. Like,
I quite like the maple one. That's the only one that I tried. It was just a little bit different. So
yeah. Yeah, they were alright, but I just thought to myself, I was like, would I buy a tub of it, you know?
yeah. So are they running them as trial to see which one they're
Yeah.
going to make? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's likely going to be a cinnamon one, isn't it? Because that's usually pretty popular.
Yeah. I mean, cinnamon, like, I fucking love anything cinnamon anyway, so
Yeah,
I'd be pretty
yeah,
happy with that.
yeah. So yeah, thank you, Rosh. But talking of Rosh, he's got a question. I haven't actually read any of these yet, so first time reading them. Would you rather eat 2 tablespoons of tables or 2 tables of tablespoons? Hmm? Would you rather eat 2 tablespoons of table? Okay, so with a tablespoon, eat a
Yeah,
table,
that's me.
or eat 2 tables.
Yeah, I'm eating 2
Table.
tablespoons of table. 100%.
I don't
It's
understand.
small. It's less.
2 tables of tablespoons.
Yeah, so 2 full tables
Oh,
of
yeah, now I'm
eating
with you now.
tablespoons.
I'm with
Yeah.
you now. Then yeah, I'm eating the lesser of the two.
Like a table's going to be what, wood or something? Like I
Yeah,
don't, or maybe it could be bad if it was glass. Glass table would probably hurt, but I think I'd still take that
yeah.
over yeah a fucking dozen spoons or more.
Great question, Rosh. Most embarrassing thing in your camera roll?
Probably all the naked men I've got in my camera roll. To be honest,
It's pretty sus, isn't it?
it is pretty sus.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, it probably is that. I don't think I've got anything like exposing in my camera roll.
No,
I hope not. I've got, mate, I'm on my camera roll. How many photos have you got on your camera roll?
too many. I
How
mean,
do
I do occasionally delete them.
you clear them?
How do we see? Oh, I've got 28,689.
Fucking hell. I didn't think I might not have that much. How do you find that out?
It says in the top left. If you go onto your library,
Yeah,
scroll all the way to your most recent, and as you scroll up, it should tell you how many.
just tells me the date, bro.
Oh, scroll up and scroll down because mine changes as I scroll down.
No,
No.
no. I reckon mine's very close to that. There's a lot of photos here. Yeah, I don't think I don't think I've got anything too exposing. I suppose it would be quite exposing if someone who didn't understand bodybuilding got my phone though, because
Yeah,
that could be quite awkward, couldn't it?
yeah, just a bunch of men. Well, predominantly men.
Yeah, primarily men. Um, yeah. All right. Rosh has asked, is it acceptable to eat pizza with a knife and fork? To clarify, I don't do this.
Eat pizza with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
If it's scalding hot, yeah. At a
I don't.
restaurant, no.
I don't think I'd eat a pizza with a knife and fork.
I have done.
I can't actually remember the last time I used a knife.
Yeah, don't use knives very much as people do it.
Only in restaurants. I would never use a knife
Yeah.
outside of that.
So yeah, I have eaten pizza with a knife and fork.
Was that in a restaurant?
It was. It was also because the pizza was just like floppy. And
Oh yeah, I suppose
even if you
like
even if
yeah,
you pick it up and fold it, as you should do when you eat pizza, like
yeah.
fold it, eat it like that, it still wouldn't do as it was told, basically. So I had to cut it up.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Choose a song to replace the national anthem.
Choose a song.
It's got to be like "I'm a fucking mess" or something like that.
Are you?
No, to replace the national anthem. It's got to be like "We're a fucking mess" or something like
Okay,
that.
yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah, because this country is a mess.
Or
For all our,
we're
for all
broken,
our
we love it.
non-English viewers, which is not many, don't come to England.
Yeah, we need a hard reset, I think, in the UK.
Why do your noses run but your feet smell?
What?
I don't know. Honestly,
What?
I don't know.
Oh, mate, these questions get worse and worse.
Thing is, like, I get it that people are trying to be funny, and I appreciate every single question, but sometimes those questions come in, I'm like, what do I say?
Yeah, I'm like
It's
that.
more
I'm
of a
like,
joke than a question.
yeah, I'm like, what value are we giving for these
Yeah.
questions?
If you and five others of your choice could become immortal, would you? I mean, is that
Yeah,
me choosing five other people? I mean, I feel like that would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Because it's just you and them forever.
you're immortal. I'm like,
I wouldn't want to live forever.
this woke nation,
I'm just,
like, you're
what?
too woke now, bro. You
Nah.
could bodybuild for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and I would still
Imagine
get
how
nowhere.
massive you'd be.
I'd still get nowhere.
Yeah, but if you're immortal, you do just stupid shit as well.
Yeah. Does that mean I stay the same age forever, or do I still actually get older?
I don't know. Ask Rush.
That wasn't Rosh. That was
Oh,
Josh.
oh, even better. Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, I feel like we put too much sort of context into these questions. We don't
Yeah,
just
maybe we highlight them. To be fair, I don't mind these types of questions. I just think
yeah,
that we need some question people. We need questions that are actually going to provide people with a little
yeah,
bit of value. But no one cares, probably.
yeah. Let's give us some bodybuilding and like some coaching, or just some, even if it's life advice. I'd like to think we're versed in different avenues of life in different ways, good and bad, but just anything, something we can give some value to the people because asking if our noses run and feet smell like that's not helping anyone.
Or how many fucking tables we'll eat. Jesus
Yeah, like,
Christ.
you don't want to know what's in my camera rolls.
Oh dear. Right, I have got two questions on the
Go for
same
it.
topic, but I'm going to give you this one now. Will's already asked, are Tottenham definitely getting relegated now? I think we've already discussed that, and we're going to say
I would
pretty close
like
to
it to
yes.
happen, so yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. They're a bit of a piss take question, so I'm not going to say the actual questions, but I don't know if you saw the reel that was posted by Myron Max, about bodybuilding giving people PTSD.
No.
And there was a bit of back and forth with Dara, Mac, and
Yeah,
Max about this reel. About basically, Max is trying to show light that bodybuilding, if for some people it could show signs of PTSD, or people could develop PTSD from bodybuilding. And then Dara was like, "You choose to do this. It's an extreme sport. Bodybuilding's not the issue. You've created the issue. It doesn't give anyone PTSD." And then
yeah.
also going down the facts of like PTSD is something that army people would get, veterans would get,
So
etc., etc.
obviously I've not watched the reel, so there might actually be some contect to it. Is he saying with people that come out of bodybuilding gives them PTSD? Is that what you're saying?
I think I see. I only watched Dara's thing, because I don't think I follow either of
Okay.
them, and we
Right.
only got to
Yeah, I
count.
follow Max. I don't think I follow Darren.
But yeah, it just I don't know. Like, I think it's tough to, because I think everyone's experience is different, and people can react differently to certain situations. And again, this is like the whole kind of thing that how individual bodybuilding is, but everyone's very individual in just their own life and the way they deal with certain things and certain stresses. So, can I see both their points? Yes. So I'm very neutral kind of zone with this
Yeah.
one, because I
Yeah,
can.
I've got sort of, without again watching the reel, I've got an immediate opinion on both ends of it, but it's a bit, I don't know, again, like does it need to be argued?
I don't know, but people. This is what I mean. People do argue it. It's
Yeah,
done through reaction videos, and
yeah.
I, th- I think
Maybe it's like a mislabeling of the term that this Max guy used. Did he
yeah,
actually mean PTSD, or was
yeah.
that just the only word he can go, or the only sort of phrase of words he
No,
can
no. He was
use?
saying about that. There's two tiers to PTSD, where it's like the first one is like very very serious, like you experience death, or you see death, or you lose a leg or something like, which you'd probably assume like veterans and
Yeah,
awful people going through horrible situations would experience. And then he's saying this kind of like tier two, which is like the accumulation of small little things that create PTSD. But it could, I suppose, because I mean, this is where
I
I'm like,
get that point, but the bit I don't understand is it's labeled post-traumatic stress disorder, assuming that that stress is no longer
hmm,
present. Whereas if you're still currently bodybuilding and that was the thing giving you stress, it's probably labeled something else, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to throw terms out there and say it's this instead, but to my understanding of that as a mental illness, I suppose, is it's after the fact of something happening, no matter the severity of it. Whereas
Yeah.
if you're, for example, I mean, I guess you could have PTSD while still being in war, couldn't you? So, but it's after a specific event or
Yeah.
an accumulation of events. So, I don't know. I'll probably watch the video after this and kind of form my own opinion on it. But
It's an interesting one because I was sent it a couple of times, and obviously we've got some bantering questions of people like, "Have you ever experienced PTSD in bodybuilding and shit like that?" So people were obviously
right.
people were taking the piss out of it.
Yeah,
But yeah, to like for myself, I was very neutral because I thought the way that Max conducted it was fair, like the way
yeah,
he's
he's
made
very
the
good in
reel.
terms of how he conducts his language. So
Yeah,
I
and
wouldn't
then
think he would just say it for the sake of saying it. I think he's thought about it in his own way, and tried to, I guess, articulate it in a sensible manner. But you're always going to have someone that disagrees with you, I suppose.
yeah, I think the only thing that I think Max said something like, this is on coaches as well, and coaches don't care about their clients. And it was a little bit of like it kind of came across a little bit markety towards the end,
Yeah, like,
and
oh,
that's when I
I
think,
care.
yeah,
I won't
yeah,
give you PTSD.
yeah, and I think that's where people were like, yeah, all
Yeah,
right,
there
nice,
was a not obvious hook at the end, basically.
yeah. So I think yeah, people just viewed that and was like, meh, it doesn't sit right with me. And then obviously Darrow comes back and he's like pretty guns blazing about it. Which again, like I can see his points. I can see his
Don't they
points.
train in the same gym as well?
Yeah, I think they do.
Maybe they just come to some sort of mutual agreement, but like, look, I'm going to post this, you react to it, let's just create loads of drama.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, like I think the one thing I will like to say is the the one thing that drives me insane is when people get into bodybuilding, they they get told how extreme it is, they get told how hard it is. They come out of bodybuilding and they slate it, and it's all bodybuilding's fault.
Yep.
Right. And it's actually, I think people need to take accountability for what they're getting themselves into. If you
Yeah,
go down the bodybuilding route and you decide to show this level of adherence, you decide to then go down the assisted route, you have to come to terms with that is your choice
yeah,
and it's your accountability,
yeah.
right? You
It's
need
how
to
you
take
handle the
accountability.
situation, not the actual situation itself. Because
Yeah.
let's just say, I don't know, bodybuilding did give someone PTSD. Actually, I'm going to rewind that. Let's say bodybuilding gave you negative feelings towards bodybuilding. That could be anything that you participated in. It could be work related, it could be relationship related, and that you might just not handle things as well as you should be because you're not maybe haven't experienced them enough, maybe not well versed in them
Yeah.
enough, or you just struggle with that sort of thing, and that's fine. But also understand that you are choosing to do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
you've got yourself into this. It's just part of it. Either you deal with that and don't moan about it, or you actually try and improve upon how it's making you feel. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure we've all been there within bodybuilding where we've had like that negative mindset of like it's causing damage to me in some way, whether it's like you just don't like the way you look or whatever it is. Like, it's a choice at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
we're choosing to do this, and if you're okay with that, there's nothing you can do about it because no matter what you pursue, it's going to negatively affect you in some way. Like,
Yeah. I
guess
think that
what?
people get stuck in a trap though, don't they? Because they they know the extremity of bodybuilding. They've then given this persona of them being 100% all in, and then
Yeah,
they realize it's actually not what makes them happy, and then to step away from that is actually a very difficult thing to do. And you hear
yeah,
that, like a lot of people say, it's very hard to remove the bodybuilder out of your personality,
yeah,
um, or your identity in a way. But I think you need to, before you get into bodybuilding, or if you're into it now, you just need to know that you can bodybuild, but you don't have to be super serious with it. Obviously, yeah. Well, the simple formula with bodybuilding is very fucking simple, right? Work rate equals progress rate.
hmm,
If your work is 70%, expect 70% progress. That's
yeah,
not a bad thing, but
yeah,
that's just the way you decide to do it. But yeah, I think with certain people, it's like I don't know, they get stuck in this trap and then they blame it on bodybuilding that gave them, I don't know, an eating disorder or something, which again, bodybuilding is very close to obviously you're tracking
Yeah.
your food. It can
It is
probably,
just right. I think I don't know who I said this to, but I said this. It's not necessarily going to give you an eating disorder, but it is disordered eating. Like it's not normal eating, and I think it's the use of the term. It's not this scary thing that it's doing to you. It's just a different way of eating. And
yeah,
guess what? You're choosing to do that. If you don't want to eat like that, don't eat like that. Simple as
yeah.
that.
But people come away with it and they will blame bodybuilding for all
Yeah.
these issues that have occurred. Even like some of them will blame bodybuilding for their health and stuff. And I'm like, you kind of chose to do
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
tough. It's a tough one. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
there are just downsides to anything you do, no matter what you do. It can even be something that you consider healthy. Well, I guess you can from the outside, some people will probably look at bodybuilding, oh, that looks quite healthy. They're eating well, they're training hard, their body looks good. Guess what? Your joints probably aren't going to be the best. But at the same time, if you're not using your muscles, by the time you get to 90 anyway, you're probably going to be in a worse spot, just in a different way.
yeah,
Like this, it
100%.
swings and roundabouts. You know, like pick your poison. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Just understand there's risk and reward to everything, and depend on the severity of it. You go down if you're going into a prep. Guess what? You're going to get negative effects, but you're also doing something that most people can't do, and you're going to get shredded. So
Yeah, it's a price you pay, isn't it? Like,
yeah, like
you know what you're getting into. It's not bodybuilding's fault. And bodybuilding will change in terms of the knowledge will improve, but the kind of bare bones basics of bodybuilding will not change. You will always be weighing your food, you will always be training hard, you will always be doing all of that.
yeah,
You know, if you go down that route, the extremity of that.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. I think that's a
Anyway,
good point to finish up on.
we gave a bit of insight and probably something people can take away, which is
There
good.
you go. We finally got there at 56
Good.
minutes in.
50 minutes, but we got there.
All right, people. Thank you for watching episode 63. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.